India has opened a new tech city in Gujarat with the goal of boosting tech employment over the next 2 decades. On Sunday, Union Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurated Ahmedabad's Million Minds Tech City. The project currently spans nearly 65 acres and is expected to expand to over 400 acres. The site is valued at $1.5 billion and is projected to generate more than 70,000 jobs, attracting global tech firms to Ahmedabad. Shah emphasized the need for Gujarat to compete with cities like Bengaluru and Hyderabad by developing tech parks and centers. He also highlighted the importance of training young people in emerging fields like robotics, quantum computing, and cybersecurity. The first phase of the project covers about 1.3 million square feet, with $131 million already invested. Companies like TCS, IBM, and Voltec have already leased around 800,000 square feet of space. Shekhar Patel from GHL and CREDAI mentioned that Gift City would serve as an anchor for the project, potentially making Gujarat a top GCC hub in 10 years. However, the market sentiment is diverging from the government's optimistic vision. India is approaching a position where it may no longer be among the world's 5 largest stock markets, a status it has held for 3 years. Since September 2024, when India's total market value hit. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. A record $5.73 trillion, it has lost about $924 billion in value. The Nifty 50 index, once the world's best-performing major index, is down more than 9% this year and on track for its first annual loss in a decade. The primary reason for this decline is not the AI talent India is promoting, but rather a shift in investor sentiment. Global investors are increasingly moving their capital to markets in Taiwan and South Korea, where AI infrastructure and innovation are perceived to be more advanced. The disconnect between India's AI ambitions and investor confidence raises questions about the effectiveness of the government's strategy. While the government is investing heavily in tech infrastructure and talent development, the market is signaling a lack of confidence in India's ability to compete in the global AI landscape. This is particularly concerning given the importance of AI in shaping the future of global economies. The government's push for AI is part of a broader effort to position India as a global tech hub. However, the market's response suggests that investors may be skeptical about India's ability to deliver on these promises. The Nifty 50's decline indicates that global investors are not convinced by India's AI narrative and are instead allocating capital to other regions perceived as more promising. The Million Minds Tech City project is a significant investment in India's future, but it remains to be seen whether it will attract the level of global investment needed to sustain long-term growth. The government's emphasis on training in emerging technologies like quantum computing and semiconductors is a positive step, but it may not be enough to reverse investor sentiment. The key challenge for India is to demonstrate that it can create a robust ecosystem for AI and technology innovation that is attractive to global investors. The next signal to watch will be whether the Million Minds Tech City can attract more major international tech firms and whether investor confidence. Most people arrive after the move is obvious and the easy upside is gone. We focus on serious crypto education and high-quality signals before the crowd rushes in, so you can understand the setup earlier and move sooner. If you want that edge, visit the link below now. India's market will stabilize or continue to decline. The success of the project will depend on its ability to attract and retain top talent, secure significant foreign investment, and integrate with global tech supply chains. If Gujarat can become a leading GCC hub within the next decade, it could help shift investor perceptions and attract more capital back into India's markets. However, if the market continues to lose value and global investors remain hesitant, India's AI ambitions may struggle to gain traction. The government's strategy will need to evolve to address these challenges and build a compelling case for India as a destination for AI and technology investment.